Alright, okay, let's start. Today we are going to cover arc length. Now, arc length is a fraction of a circumference. Alright, the circumference is the whole circle. The arc length is just part of it. If I am finding the minor arc length, I will use the angle theta. If I am finding the major arc length, I will use the angle 360 minus theta. So the formula is theta over 360. That will give you the partial circumference, which is called the fraction part. I'll multiply by the circumference of a circle. Okay, a circle has this full perimeter, right? But the arc length is only partial of it. Now, in order to find this partial length, I will need the angle, I will need the radius, and that's all I need. So the formula again to find the arc length here will be arc length, a fraction of a circumference. Okay, so we are going to memorize the formula for circumference and area. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Circumference equal to pi of radius, 2 pi of radius, 2 pi of radius. Circumference equal to pi of radius, and area is pi r square. Area is pi r square. Area is pi r square. Circumference equal to pi of radius, and area is pi r square. Okay, very good. So now we have memorized already. We do not need the formula for area. Today we are just covering on arc length. So the first example we will find the arc length. The second example we will find the angle, and the third example will be finding radius. So let's see how it's done. So it's quite a simple lesson. Okay, really quite a simple lesson. So let's find the arc length. Okay, take out a calculator. So first thing to do is always do this. Arc length is given by the letter S. You don't like it, you just write arc length. I will use the letter S. Okay? Write down the formula for any area volume question. Always write down the formula. So your job is, I have 1, 2, 3 things I don't know. If you put in 2 of them, you can find the third one. So that's called algebra, right? Now let's see what we have. Find the arc length of OQRP. OQRP. Which angle am I using? Yes, I'm finding OQRP, which is the red color part. So I will use the red color angle that is the same shape. Can you see? It's the same shape. That's how you remember. I use the same shape angle with the same arc shape. So the angle is, S I don't know. Yes, angle is 160. 2 times pi. There must be a radius given. The radius is from the center of the circle to the circumference. That's the radius. So press the calculator. What do you get? Someone? I got the answer lah, but 40. Yeah, so fast. Okay, correct. The answer is 41.9. Next, a bit harder but very common question, very common. I give you the parameter, or I will ask you to find the parameter. So I don't want the video to be too long, so we just find the parameter of this major sector, O, Q, S, P. That is the major sector. Alright, so we look for the major arc length. So how do we find the parameter? This is where a lot of students make mistakes. Now, a parameter of OQSP has how many parts? You know what is parameter, right? You add up all the sides. So how many sides does OQSP has? How many sides? Is it one side only? Actually, it has one side, which is the arc length. It has a second side, which is the radius. And it has a third side, which is the radius. I'm going to draw it out and show you now. 1, 2, 3. I'm extending the question in the resource book. So I have find the whole perimeter now, not arc length only. I have to find the arc plus the 2 radius. Find the arc plus the 2 radius. That would be the perimeter. So first I find the arc length. Write down the formula. Okay, first part. What is the angle here? Say out, what's the angle? What's the angle I'm going to use to find the black arc? Yeah, can you all follow? 360 minus 160. We will have 200. We pause here for a while. Anyone don't know how I got 200? Please. I'm using this angle here because the arc length is also U-shaped. So I use the U-shaped angle. Does that help? Okay. Times 2 pi radius, they must give you 1. Okay. Because I need the angle and I need both the radius. 52.4 is fine. The problem, a lot of students stop here. Is that the perimeter? Yes, to find the perimeter, right? I must take this number, please, plus 15, plus 15. So answer is 82.4, and we are done. Okay, we will now speed up a bit. I don't have the angle, but I have still the formula. So in this case, you will realize later, or you'll find out that I don't have this. If I don't have the angle, they must give you the arc length. What is the arc length in the picture? 12. They must give you. So in this case, I do not have the angle, so I just write in red, just to highlight. You can only have one part in red only, the part that they don't give you. So the rest they must give you. And now the radius is 10. Okay, problem. How to find theta if our algebra not so good? You can make theta the subject. That's an easier way. Do this part first. Do you know how to do this part? Take 2 pi r, 2 pi 10 and then you divide by 360. Again, take 2 pi 10, divide by 360. Can one of you help me again? What is the blue part? Take the 2 pi 10 divided by 360. How much do you get? 0 point something only, 0 point what? Okay, thank you. Now easy to find theta, right? You learned in set 1 already. What do you do with the 12 and 0.174? What do you do with them? Bring over, right? And you divide. Cannot be times, must be divide. Okay, divide. So the answer for theta will be simply 12 divided by the dotted parts. And the answer is 68.8. Correct? 68.8. 68.75. Correct? You're correct. Okay, one last time. Again, you look at the question, they put down there the word arc. Write down the formula. In this case, I do not have the radius. So there's only one part that can be read. So the radius, I don't know. I must have the arc length. How much is the arc length? 24. How much is the angle? Be careful, which angle are we using? Are we using 315 or are we using 45? Which one are we using? Yeah. Okay, the saddest thing is this. We use 315, right? Some students so hardworking until they go and minus 360. Really very sad because the student is a bit too hardworking already. The question is 315, right? They are asking you to find arc ACB. So how you check as a student? The arc ACB and the angle must have the same shape. Must have the same shape. Again, the arc length that you're finding and the angle that you're using must have the same shape. So which angle am I using one last time? 315 or 45? 315. Please don't mix this up. Okay, and finally, I definitely got R that I don't have. So this is the last part. How do I find R? Very simple. Can someone press the dotted part first? It's the same as the theta. Can someone please help? 5 point something. 5.49. Yeah. Can you help me to check whether this is correct? No. Correct. Okay, thank you, Natasha. Okay, thanks, Kangwen. Okay, same as just now. How do we find R? What do we do with these two numbers? Divide. Okay. And the final answer is 4.87. Let me check. 4.37, correct? Yeah, correct. Okay. Kian, can you help me stop the video?